Audra Charles isn't incomparable to anyone. Eden Baldwin, last played by Jessica Heap, last appeared in 2013. She was Michael Baldwin's, Christian LeBlanc, paternal sister through River Baldwin, Michael Gross. That was Kyle's first relationship, long before Miller embodied the role. Lola Rosales, Sasha Kaye, became the second great love of Kyle's life during one of the periods when he and Summer were split. Kaye's character was introduced as part of an entire family in GC. Sadly, they were all written away, with Lola leaving in 2021. Audra isn't like Tara Locke, Elizabeth Liner, whose purpose was to introduce Harrison Locke, Redding Munsell, now Harrison Abbott, and Ashlyn Locke, last played by daytime legend Robert Newman, into the show. Tara and Kyle had a brief connection, while Miller's character was off-screen in New York, and that event was later injected into the plot, which allowed Kyle to know he had a son. The Young and the Restless thrives on complex characters who defy easy labels, and Audra Charles has quickly become one of the most compelling figures in Genoa City. In a world where legacies and reputations shape everything, Audra has carved out a path that is uniquely her own. Viewers who first met her as a poised business consultant soon realize that she is a strategist and survivor whose ambitions are matched only by her ability to adapt. She is a replacement for any past character, and she isn't a copy of a previous archetype. Every episode proves that Audra Charles isn't incomparable to anyone because she is blazing a new trail of power, passion, and unpredictability. When Audra arrived, she was presented as a background player, but the writers wasted no time giving her meaty material. She negotiated with billionaires, manipulated boardrooms, and seduced allies, all while maintaining a polished exterior that concealed her true motivations. Longtime fans who have seen decades of schemers and power brokers began searching for comparisons, but quickly discovered that Audra resists being boxed in. She has shades of the show's classic vixens, yet she also displays flashes of vulnerability and emotional depth that make her far more than a one-note antagonist. That complexity fuels speculation about where she is headed next and why she resonates so strongly with the audience. This quality of being both familiar and entirely new is what makes Audra such a rich topic for a big news feature. You can recount her story arc to date, detailing the deals she has struck, the alliances she has made, and the secrets she has kept. Then contrast her tactics with those of earlier Y&R movers and shakers like Hillary, Phyllis, or even Victor Newman himself, showing how Audra borrows elements from each while still doing things differently. This allows you to build paragraph after paragraph of analysis without ever resorting to lists or bullet points. The more you unpack her motives, the more you see why she is in a class by herself. Another angle is the way Audra changes the people around her. Characters who underestimate her often find themselves outmaneuvered, while those who align with her discover new opportunities. This dynamic is especially interesting when you examine her interactions with legacy families. She enters their world without deference, challenges their assumptions, and forces them to reveal their own flaws. That makes her both a disruptor and a mirror, someone who can catalyze growth in others while still pursuing her own agenda. This is classic soap opera engine fuel, and it gives you ample material to fill a 9,000-word article by exploring each ripple effect she creates. You can also dive into how the show's audience perceives Audra. Social media buzz often paint her as the new face of ambition in Genoa City, while some posts speculate on whether she has a hidden vulnerability that will eventually soften her. That duality, admiration for her power and curiosity about her heart, is exactly what keeps viewers invested. By weaving fan reactions into your piece, you can illustrate how Audra is shaping the conversation around the young and the restless, and why her rise matters beyond just the plotline she inhabits. Finally, consider the future. Where does Audra go from here? Does she continue her climb within Newman Media, or is her bow? Does she take on new romantic entanglements that could shift alliances across the canvas? Does she reveal a backstory that reframes everything we think we know about her? Each of these questions can be explored at length to speculate about how she will continue to evolve and why her uniqueness is a long-term asset for the show. By centering your article on the thesis that Audra Charles isn't incomparable to anyone because she is singular in her ambition, strategy, and impact, you give readers a big-picture view of a character who is still in the process of becoming an icon.